Hello, everyone, and welcome to March. Finally, the spring coming. And right before this video, we were talking with Lesley about the crazy energies of February. Because February was quite a special month this year. It was really the transition between the year of the snake and the year of the fire horse. So the last squeeze of the snake, like pushing all our stuff out so that we could release it. And then I've been feeling, Leslie been feeling, and I think a lot of people, that after it was, the horse like sitting on the horse and the horse like going, you know, and just like a crazy ride, but one full of opportunities. And I hope you had these too. And each and every one of us is different, and can manage and can handle this ride in their own way. And it's very funny because we were also talking about, feeling anxious versus also feeling excited. And recently, a friend of mine actually wrote something about it. And, excitement and anxiety, they can be two faces of the same coin. It's like something, it's just something so exciting coming, but yeah, what if something is going wrong, and what if it's too much? So in my case, I'm feeling those two emotions in a very, very different way physically, but they are still very similar in a way. So I think the oh, I can see only myself. I hope it's still recording. Okay. So I think that what we need to do is really also, in a way, trust this fire horse to take us where we are meant to be going. And you know we have, when we ride a horse, we have this type of very intimate connection. So it's also work we are doing with the horse. I mean, of course they can jump, they can run wherever they want, but we are the one also in control and saying no, now it's we're going to that direction or in that other direction. So really taking responsibility of where we want to go. And I um, I drew a card from the dragon card. What's your question for your dragon deck that I channeled in June. And the card is, are you feeling balanced? And I think that is so, so, so spot on for this, because it's the balance between, okay, I'm trusting this fire horse. I'm on, riding, and I trust the ride, and I trust wherever this fire horse will lead me, because it's the universe. It's that wave, of amazing opportunities and energy. But it doesn't have to be, okay, like I'm like a leaf in the wind, and it's okay wherever I go. No, no, no. We need to actually tell the horse when we want to go, because this is how we can create our dream life, our reality, a better version of ourselves. It's the idea of we trust, but we are responsible for ourselves. Like a bit being our own master, our own captain, captain of our ship or something like that. So yeah, the dragons really are telling us to be balanced. And balance for me, it's always about also elements, because in our physical life, of course, we are made of the elements. The elements are all around us. And this is also what balance is about, and how balance can serve our health, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. That is also a way to balance, our different bodies, our different chakras, but also our different elements. So this year is the fire. And fire element is all about levels of energies, which is why we have so many different energies. It's all about passion. So, a person that we all have a dominant element, and people who are fire, they are passionate people. But the challenging side of it is that very often they start a lot of things. They are so many passionate about this, but they kind of lose it in the way because, they love that and then they love that. And so it's really the idea of grounding a little bit this energy and say, wow, that's, being grateful for all these opportunities, all this energy, but also taking the time to breathe into it, like grounding with earth element, breathing with the air element. Okay, giving ourselves space, also space element, to kind of understand how to use these energies. And of course, last but not least, the water element, which is directly the counterpart of this fire element. Fire is already, it's also young energy. Young energy is action taking. So we're called to take so many actions and all. But it still needs to be balanced with moments of rest, moments where we are open to receive. And that fire horse, it's running, but it's also like a running river. The movement of the water too. But water and fire, they can really very nicely fit together and become complementary. Because of course, when the fire is too much, it can become, people can get even aggressive and angry, because the challenging side of the fire is really being irritable, being angry, being aggressive. And the other challenging part of the fire, when the fire is not enough, is like no energy. And I don't think we reached that this year, but we never know. But well, we reached that in a way that if we give in too much into that fire energy, that action taking, we're going to burn out. And that's also why we need to balance it with, yin energy, water energy, and having, okay, I receive so much. I also take so many actions, but I also take the time to just rest and relax in order to integrate, in order to also kind of think about how to organize everything. The fire, it's linked with our mental body. And when our mental body is, there's too much, it's just, the thoughts are just being thrown upon us, and it's very hard to have clarity because there's too much. So that water element, it can be emotions, but it can be really calming this, pouring water on top of that, breathing into it, being grounded, going into nature. So I'm not really sure whether that is, I'm still thinking that it's recording, but I don't see Lesley anymore, so I hope everything is okay. Anyway, I will conclude with a bit of light language. So this month we have in our membership, we have two gifts. One is tomorrow, the 3-3 portal. So I channeled a lovely light code from the unicorns, and it's, oh wow, it's all about actually healing and balancing elements. That's just spot on. I had totally forgotten about that power. And I still have to channel, of course, because it's going to be live the 20th of March, and it's going to be the fairy energy that is quite clear, and so, Lesley at the moment is putting out a lovely bundle where you can have for free our Equinox, Autumn Equinox workshop with Merlin. And I feel that it's going to be really very, very closely related with the workshop we will have in March, because, fairies and Merlin's elements, um, it's really something that it's like an ongoing process, and I'm so looking forward to it. Um, so yes, I will conclude with a bit of light language and then hand you over to Lesley. I hope she's here. Otherwise, I'm sure we will find a solution. Technology at times is challenging, but it's the way it is. Tu ai che se hosh so ba queen kayesa hayonori mit yanu kumbai kiasi shanun kai kian tu kuri kiti pian kwari kinias anu kuikia sinantian tu weki anturi kisiash untu ba in awa. Okay, it was very much. I felt it was very energy, but something like a fire fairies, and something like don't be scared, just go. Very very like it's time to have fun. It's time to make it happen and to trust, but not in a way. Well, in a way of surrender, but not in a way of surrender our own will. In a way that we surrender to this energy but that we're leveraging it. It's just like, putting new batteries into something or like an advanced form of batteries that will give us, an amazing amount of energy to make our dreams come true. So that was a little bit of the message. So I hope this is recording and I hope to see you very soon in our multidimensional circle and for more gap pull and meditations. Bye bye.
Well, hello, lovely people. We had a touch of the Mercury retrograde there, which completely threw me out of my own my own Zoom room. Fortunately, Patrice stayed in there and managed to record her part of this. So I am now coming on to record my part. I just want to say that before we start this, if you've been suffering with like overload on your nervous system, please, you are not in any way alone. I know personally, I have had a lot of just fear and anxiety coming up. Yes, there has been, as Patrice mentioned, there has been some bubbling of excitement, but I've had an awful lot of fear and anxiety bubbling up for absolutely no reason whatsoever. And the smallest of things have set it off, and I've had to sort of sit with myself, really bring things down. And even then, as I've come out of that, I can feel it rising within me again. So if you've been feeling something similar, don't worry. The energies are going to change. It is gonna dissipate. It's all to do with past emotions coming up, past patterns coming up for release in this eclipse portal that we're in at the moment, and everything else that's been going on while we've been within it, to be fair. So I just wanted to say that before I start. So I have pulled the card from my this was one I knew I needed to use this one. The spirit of animal oracle cards. So this is Colette Baron Reed. I do actually rather like her oracle card, so I do have a couple of packs. Um, so what did I draw? This is what I got. So it's Turtle Spirit. You can see slow and steady wins the race. And I got it upside down. So we can call that protected. We can call that upside down or wrong way round, which whatever you want to call it. That is, we sort of see it from the other side. And so I just want to read you first of all what it says in here. Pushing too hard or not rushing to leave others in the dust is not the way of turtle spirit. Even if it seems at times it is the way of the world. Turtle spirit wants you to remember that you are a human being, not a human doing. In the protection position, turtle spirit is giving you the message that the best thing to do right now is to let go of the drive to compete or control and to do more. Instead, simply be. As an old Norse saying goes, we do without, we do without doing, and everything gets done. Isn't that a fantastic saying? I love that. Spirit conspires on your behalf, so slow to a crawl or even stop, releasing any fear that life is a race that you might be losing. Trust that peace, prosperity, love, and purpose are all yours to enjoy right now. Do not do, simply be. Now, I think this is the most fantastic message for at the moment, to be honest, because there is within all of us, as I've just been saying, that anxiety, that feeling of fear, that feeling that I'm not doing enough. I should be doing something. What needs doing? Where am I? It's like being on high alert, and that's what I've been feeling. And I've known it's a pattern, and I've known I needed to release it every time it comes up. Believe me, it's not easy. So if you're struggling, just keep with it. Just keep releasing it. Just keep stopping and breathing into that. Just give yourself a minute or two just to breathe into it and bring yourself back. Connect with Mother Earth anytime you want to. So what I would say about this is this fire horse that has come in is a very energetic and is trying to make you gallop. So, this period at the moment, particularly as Mercury has just gone retrograde, is about, yes, I see you. Yes, I see what's coming in. Let me just sit with that for a moment. Don't get caught up in the rush. Sit with it and say, what is right for me? Is this the right thing for me to do? There is no problem. It's not, if it's right for you, it's not going to leave you. It's going to be there for you. So just sit with it. Go inside yourself. Is this the right thing for me to do, or is this not the right thing for me to do? And remember, Mercury retrograde is absolutely asking you for that. And Mercury is retrograde through until the 20th of this month, which also, strangely enough, coincides with the astrological new year on the 20th of March as we move into Aries, which is altogether a fast-paced sign. So just be aware of that and just allow yourself to breathe. We talk about all this sort of thing in our multidimensional circle. And funnily enough, the 20th of March is also the date of our next live in the circle. So I would love you to come and join us in there on that date. So if you're not in the circle yet, please feel welcome and come and join us for that. Okay, from myself here now and from Patrice, who has already said goodbye to you, I say goodbye. Thank you for listening today, and we will see you again soon.